Welcome back, Ruth. I'm happy to have you here. And where we left off in our previous episodes and discussions, we were prepping the skin, priming it, and getting it ready for some of those deeper treatments. So I know that you have a favorite serum that you love to use that's stem cell based. So if you can just kind of jump right into that and tell me about your favorite one, tell our audience about your favorite serum and how you use it.
Well, thank you again. This is awesome. So for me, I think because I think more along the science. So when this product came to my attention, I thought, wow, let me just investigate it a little bit further, and was able to actually have audience with Dr. McGuire, who is the founder of NeoGenesis Recovery Serum and the different product lines within that. So it is the human stem cell. And the reason why I like that is because it has the proteins, it has the peptides. And what's interesting is I was reviewing a video again today, and they are so particular on how they go about maintaining the stem cell, because they actually take human skin, they put it in a particular condition in the world of science, and they have to actually see how it breaks down and with the science that they use with this particular product. The integrity of it is what I was trying to figure the right word out. So it's the integrity of the product that needs to be maintained. So they actually take, while it's in its incubation part, take it out, put it under the microscope, make sure there's no concerns there. So stem cell can come from different things, as you know. It can come from plant, it can come from the placenta of a woman, the foreskin of a baby boy, but this is the actual human skin. So where there are benefits on all of it, because the human protein is there, this particular serum I like because I use it on my treatments after, for instance, microdermabrasion. I can use it with microcurrent, but more importantly, I use it at home. So this is a product that can be used at home, and I use it actually in the evening. And the importance of where to put serums on is, you know, a question for most people. So they often ask, what line, you know, like, when do I put a serum on? You have to read the instructions, naturally. A lot of people don't. They just put it on because someone told them to. But please read the instructions, or listen to the esthetician, the expert, to figure out what's the best routine for them. So I use this in the evening. After I cleanse the skin, exfoliate the skin, which I exfoliate twice a week. But I put this on every night. And I'll tell you, it improves the skin texture. It keeps the skin youthful with the different peptides in it, reduces the inflammation in the skin. I like to use it for my acne clients, my rosacea clients. It's very, very helpful. So it's a product I really love. Obviously, I'm very passionate about it.
Yeah, it's your go-to, and that's why we're highlighting this too, for people who want to know. And people who have been following the episodes, or if you haven't, check back on some of the previous ones, because we discussed some of the simple, effective ways to start your at-home care with the cleansers and the exfoliation, what you can do to prep it. So whether you're receiving some of those more invasive treatments in spa with us, or you're doing the exfoliation at home, you can still use a treatment serum like this. And just like the peptides that we kind of discussed a little bit about the benefits of and what they are in the last episode, you know, the stem cells, peptides, all of that, the reason why those are effective is because your skin is familiar with it and can understand the messages that it's sending. So these serums are treatments with specific results in mind. So when it comes to this NeoGenesis that uses real human stem cells and peptides and all of that, it is going to be more effective. I know there's the question, and people probably want to know more about where that's coming from. And, you know, if you're someone who tends to like more of the organic plant-based products, then hop on a call with us and we can explain in further detail what the benefits are, and when it is most appropriate to use these kinds of serums. The one that you're speaking about sounds like it is universal and is something that you can use overnight. These stem cell peptide-based serums are going to be more effective because the ingredients are active in them.
That's right.
And that's why, like, time of day, right? So it is important, especially these ones that are going to build up the skin, help you retain your skin's moisture, help your skin to build those collagen protein cells and all of that. They are most effective at night because
Absolutely.
our body recovers overnight as well. Our skin is our largest organ that is part of the recovery cycle.
Yeah,
There are more specifics on, so I talked about of my vitamin C. I like using peptides as well. I like the hyaluronic peptide, the vitamin C series, all from Clinical Resolution Lab as well. I use Victoria Deanne. That's one product that we can discuss more in the future of, because I love their eye serum. It's all peptide based. Theirs are also scientific based. It's a little bit different how it's formulated. But regardless, it's really good to know what your serums are actually doing. And to make sure that you're using the right one for your skin. So the ones that you use overnight are the ones that are meant to help you build up your skin. There are ones that are more appropriate to use in the morning. I like to use my vitamin C serums in the morning because, it is an accelerator. It is a brightening, treatment. The hyaluronics I love to use at night because that will help with recovery. So like you mentioned, the NeoGenesis, you love to use that at night. Because of all the reasons that we just mentioned, right?
Right.
So is there anything else you want to add to, to that to help our audience learn more about this one? Or?
Well, and that I am offering free consultations with anyone who really needs to delve deeper into it, and not to be afraid of serums, but to understand, like you mentioned, the benefits of them.
Right.
So I'm offering free consultations. And I'll tell you, it's been really nice. I'm meeting people from New York, from Carolinas, Florida. So it's been a really nice time to get to know more people and to understand their needs. And the fact that they feel the need to reach out to someone like yourself and me to really delve into the importance of how to take care of our skin.
Yeah. And if you're someone that this resonates with and you just want to know what else you can do for your skin. I know for me, anything that from what I put into my body to what I put on my skin, we know this, the inside part of your body, that skin is also important too to build up. But it does feel good to receive support from someone who has the experience, both Ruth and myself, and the other licensed estheticians that I've been bringing onto these episodes, where this is part of not just our job, but what we love to do is to support you. And just because we can't see you in person doesn't mean that we can't still provide some individual specific support. And that's why I really want to highlight these consultations that we're offering as well right now. Virtual world right now, I know it can be different for people, but like you had mentioned last time, even sending a picture, seeing someone in Zoom, you can still see parts of this, the skin to a certain extent, hearing what your goals are. You don't have to do it alone. And then even if you just want to know a little bit brief information about these kinds of serums, stem cells and peptides and what they are, and how, especially if you're going to be doing at-home exfoliation treatments or in spa, some of those more invasive exfoliation or controlled injury type facials, it is so important that after you tear down your skin and you exfoliate it, that you apply things that are going to help build it up. It only makes sense.
Right.
Really give it a good fighting chance. And
and people want to maintain a youthful look. So how do we go about doing that? And you hit upon it. It's not just, it's internally, it's what we take in, it's how much water we drink, and then what we place on our skin. And only if you've placed different items on your skin, products on your skin, would you know and be able to tell the difference. So, and it's not a tease. I mean, these products are available. It's wonderful because items can be drop shipped, or if I have the item locally here, a person is local, I can certainly just drop it off at their house. So
that's beautiful. I love that. And so local or not, because that's one thing that I want to remind my clients who are listening to this. They're already used to, I'm such a big fan of being resourceful. And so what I wind up doing is getting professional sizes. And for my local clients, bring your jars and I'll refill you and you'll get that discount. That's, one way I'm trying to support. Like I literally, well, we're going to talk about later, but with the gentle foaming cleanser, you can do this yourself. Buy a bigger bottle and then get a glass bottle and fill it up.
Yeah, sure. I do the same thing. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love my glass bottles. It's just, just side note, you know, we're here to support you, but even if you're not local, even if you can't come in and see us, all these lines that we work with, that's one of the reasons why I know you love them and I love them as well.
Yeah.
They're real, genuine people that want to help. So they have opened up, you know, their businesses as well to include the drop shipping. So even if we don't know you and you want these products, or you want to hop on a call with us, the consultations and all, like Ruth mentioned, just do so. Just start somewhere, you know, with a guidance, so you know where to start. That way you don't get overwhelmed with all these products we're talking about, but it's all about that simple, effective, at-home regimen that you can do to maintain your youthful glow, and just to understand how to work with your body's natural healing system, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Ruth. I'm going to invite you back in because I love all of this information that you're sharing. You have such awesome tips also. Oh, so before I wrap up, tip-wise, so apply it at night, follow the directions, obviously, and any other tips that you want to express with this specific serum. Like how long, that's one thing that I get the question of, is how long before I see notice anything? What would you say to a client who asks that?
I think it's an ongoing process. I think if you stopped using something, only then would you realize the importance of that particular serum. I had one gal who traveled and she forgot her serum. She was away for 2 weeks. She says, I'll never do that again.
Right.
I'm absolutely bringing my serum next time because I can't live without it.
Right.
Now, and you brought up an interesting point. The other tip is you need to leave the serum on about 2 minutes so that it soaks into the skin. And then you go ahead and you put on your moisturizer over top of that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And to find out more about why, call Ruth.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And also, like, so with the vitamin C, this just made me think about that time of day. I can't remember. It just left my head. This is what's happening when you have so many products. But anyways, I'm sure it'll come around to it again. Oh, I think I know what it was. Applying it daily. I know with the vitamin C serums that I use, they have different percentages, right, of strength, especially with vitamin C. The one I use has like 5%, 10%, 20%, now 35%. And the reason for that is your skin will get used to and acclimated to these treatments, especially the vitamin C ones. That's why it's so important to get on a skincare routine. Even if you're at home, get some guidance on it so that you know the way these serums work is they do take time, and consistency will make it more effective. And as Ruth brought up, when you find one that actually works, one indicator to see that it's working is stop using it, and then you'll see the difference. But typically, I know with my vitamin C serums, it may take 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, depending on your skin, before you start to notice a huge difference, especially if you have like dark spots and all of that, because vitamin C helps to brighten that. And then once your skin gets used to that, using it for a few months and it plateaus, then you graduate to the higher strength, and again, you don't have to figure that out on your own. You can call us and we can help you know where to start with, especially if you're someone who's already using treatment serums. Maybe you're already in a good at-home care cycle of things, and you can hop into using a 10% or a higher percentage. But the bottom line with all of these active serums are they are going to be more effective and absorb better after doing an exfoliation.
Yes.
And they are going to be more effective if you use them consistently at the right time of day. So,
and I think that's key, being consistent with something, because they say, well, I don't see a difference, and that's true with maybe an eye cream or something like that. I said, you really, it's about maintenance, really. And you're going to need different serums than I, so it has to do with perhaps an age.
Yes.
So this is more like the anti-aging, if you will, the queen bee.
Right.
And you can use it on the neck, and you can use it on the décolleté. It's just overall great serum. I've been using it now, I think, for 2 years, and I feel like it's really benefited my skin by keeping it status quo. How's that? And you can only hope for that.
Right. No, that's a good point, because we talk about having younger skin, and like we mentioned before, your skin our body is in a constant state of aging and breaking down and renewing, right? So this is part of that step. These are things that can become part of that step to assist your body through the breakdown and through the buildup to give it its best fighting chance to have the youthful glow and have the smooth texture and have the hydration. Like, you know, you don't, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it'd be really weird if you're 7 years old and you look like you're 20. Like, I don't think that's the goal here. I mean, you can age with grace, right? What does
That's
that
right.
mean? You can still look really, really beautiful, and that starts from the inside out. So the consultations, I think, also serve for that. I know that I'm a body mind coach, even though you don't have the actual degree. When you are someone who's in this role, you are a natural coach, and you're helping someone and supporting them, and helping them, you know, really get comfortable in their own skin. And with aesthetics, that does have to do with the topical parts of the issues, and that's what we can help you focus on. So yeah, that's it. Anything else you want to add for today?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we've wrapped that up well.
Yeah, we wrapped that up and on to the next. So yeah, so stay tuned. We'll be talking more about the eye serums and some of those hydrating and soothing protectant products that you can use next.
Perfect.
Yay.